Chapter 18, Destroy the Lu Family 2. You are listening at novelfull.audio. To be honest, Li Zhong didn't have much control over tonight's action. After all, the power exposed by the Lu family must be fake. This is inevitable, but the fake ones are so strong, let alone the real ones. Therefore, these two powerful Huagang warriors are his last resort. Don't worry, sir, we'll go take a look right now. Master Yi is a man who wears black robes all day long. He raised his head and said with shining eyes, Master Jiang is not good at words. Without saying much, the two jumped away. At this time, Qin Xian walked over with a strange expression. He just went to interrogate the Lu family guard who ran out, but the information he got made him very confused. How? Li Zhong frowned. Young master seems to be going crazy inside. So far, 4 Huagang have died in the hands of young master, and there are no less than 100 Ning Qi. As for ordinary Tongli, they are everywhere. He guesses that young master has killed more than 1,000 people. Qin Xian took a deep breath. More than 1,000 people. The desire to kill is so strong, it's incredible. He has practiced martial arts for many years and has killed less than 100 people, but young master, he was a little worried that Gu Shang would go to the devil's path. Let's go, let me see it. Li Zhong couldn't hold himself any longer. What exactly happened to Xuanhuan at Luoyuan and why he was killed so horribly? He was very worried about Xia Gu Shang's mental state. Leaving 300 men behind to continue to surround the Lu family, Li Chong rushed forward with 500 men. The Lu family courtyard. Gu Shang was standing on a house with an expressionless face, holding a stone tile in his hand. His eyes were blood red, and his mental state was worrying. He just killed a lot of people. I can't help it, I really can't help it. Bang. The tiles in his hands cracked and were crushed into dregs by the strong energy. Gu Shang looked at the countless corpses below and shook his head gently. After killing so many people, he still had no emotion in his heart, but the bloodiness in his heart was much less. He still looks like a spotless and handsome young man. His face no longer looked childish. The edge is so sharp that no one can persist under this kind of gaze. Ta-ta-ta-ta. There was a sound of footsteps. Gu Shang looked up. The real master of the Lu family is here. On the rooftop in the distance, a figure was jumping non-stop. Every step would cover a distance of more than 20 meters, and it took just a few breaths to reach him. This is a middle-aged man with an ordinary build and appearance, wearing a gray robe. He glanced at the bodies around him. They are all his subordinates, including gang members, Chamber of Commerce members, and his children. He looked calm. Looking at Gu Shang, he exuded a detached aura. Young man from the Li family, you have practiced martial arts for more than 3 months and reached the peak of Huagang. You are the most talented person I have ever seen. He praised. Gu Shang looked at him with a smile, but the murderous desire in his eyes became more and more serious, as if he could cut off everything. I also recognize you. Lu Baiyuan, the head of the Lu family, only achieved his innate breakthrough in his 50s. Your talent is really not that good. Generally, there are innate masters who achieve breakthroughs in their 40s, there are indeed very few 50-year-olds. Ha ha ha, little baby, I'll give you a chance to join me and make great achievements with me. I can forget the blame for what you did tonight. Lu Baiyuan was on the roof, standing with his hands behind his back. The night wind blew, making his sleeves and robes whistle. You can let this go, Mr. Lu, you are ambitious. Gu Shang admired. Killed so many people in the Lu family, including several of this guy's sons. The old guy could still treat him like this. He was so cold-blooded and ruthless. However, he is even colder. I just want to do one thing now. Gu Shang licked his mouth. Gang Qi spurted outward, and a strong momentum unfolded. Lu Baiyuan looked at him quietly. Give me your innate magic and I won't kill you. The body-breaking sword is formed, and Gu Shang's energy is fierce. Innate method? Lu Baiyuan smiled and laughed. Ha 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 ha. Are you trapped to this point? The innate method is ridiculous, ridiculous. If the words are not speculative, conflicts will arise. There is no room for conversation between the two. With an erratic figure, Lu Baiyuan turned into a gray shadow and rushed towards him. He was very fast, like an iron arrow shot out, arriving almost instantly. body-shattering sword gangs surged out and intertwined with him. Lu Baiyuan punched out. Hu ho ho ho. The wind blew wildly, the body-shattering sword is shattered. The innate warrior's true energy has been purified, and his physical strength has been enhanced several times. At this moment, he could crush Gu Shang in every aspect. The fist wind howled, it broke Gu Shang's body-protecting chi and then hit him in the abdomen. Bang! Gu Shang flew backwards and landed on a guard house in the distance. Construction debris buried him. Qinghe's Xinqi circulated crazily, and his injuries recovered instantly. Interesting, this is our first leapfrog battle. Gu Shang became interested. He stretched out his hand and knocked away the stone covered with gang chi. He turned into a black shadow and rushed towards Lu Baiyuan. The mantis arms are like a chariot. In front of the innate, transforming into a gang is nothing more than an ant. Lu Baiyuan's face was expressionless and his voice was extremely cold. In fact, the death of a family member was a huge blow to him. Since this kid is disobedient, then kill him. In order to achieve Xiantian, he paid too much. He must use this power reasonably. Gu Shang flew over, and the rain-transforming gangqi fell, but it didn't even break through Lu Baiyuan's clothes. Roar! Lu Baiyuan roared. He rushed up. Gu Shang frowned. He was knocked to the ground by a punch. Qinghe's true chi kept running, recovering his physical strength. Fortunately, with the blessing of the Wanbian Jingong, his recovery speed exceeded the speed of his physical injury, and he was fine for the time being. Lu Baiyuan was like crazy. He kept attacking Gu Shang. Xiantian method. If you want it, I'll give it to you. After punching hundreds of times, he knocked Gu Shang away again. Xiantian changes, Ganqi transforms, true Qi supports, Ganqi Xianming, he said in a cold voice. Xuanhuan. At this time, Lian and others just came and saw this scene. Qin Xian frowned. The two Huagang hired by the Li family came faster than them, and were standing in the distance, looking like they were watching a show. Asshole, you took the money but didn't do anything. He cursed in his heart, and he ran over. Li Zhong. Lu Baiyuan looked at them, and his expression finally changed. The corners of his mouth slowly rose. He laughed. Just right, tonight I will destroy the Li and Zhang families and turn Dai City into my Lu family. He laughed wildly. A large amount of gang chi surged out, turning into extremely real long swords floating around him. His mind moved. He was about to take action. At this time, Gu Shang climbed out of the pile of stones. The gang chi had been protecting his body, and he was still spotless. Xuanhuan, are you okay? Li Zhong rushed over, worriedly, his eyes red. Young master, be careful. Qin Xian frowned. A large group of people stood behind Gu Shang, forming a huge contrast with Lu Baiyuan who was alone.